Good morning, Athenian Rhapsody dogs. If you don't know me already, my name is Nico. I make video games such as the one that just released called Athenian Rhapsody. It's a choose-your-own-adventure RPG, bullet hell, pixel art, all that nostalgia type stuff. If you want to know more about it, I'm not going to do the whole spiel right now, but literally click on any of my accounts, any of my videos, anywhere ever. I'm going to be doing a whole pitch on it. You know, it's pretty easy to find information. But anyways, I make that game. That's what I do. I make video games. Hi, nice to meet you. If you already follow me, then hi, Knight. What's up? And recently, my friends at the Behemoth made a little roadmap video and just kind of, went over some stuff that they're working on. And I thought I'd do the same for you guys since it's been, I guess, around, like 2 months now since the wrap dropped. And we got a lot of stuff in motion. We already did one event with the OTK, with Asmon and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm just going to tell you guys what's going on with merch, events, which is like little DLCs, other stuff, content, and future projects. So first off, let's talk about the state of the game. It's pretty good, pretty stable, awesome. You guys did a great job helping me find a lot of bugs. You guys wiped the absolute floor with that thing. You found literally everything I've added in there. There's a nice wiki that got set up by some community members and stuff, which is great. Good job on that. I hope the volume is good. I put my mic on my hat because it's a little farther from my mouth. Also, I don't have a shirt. But I feel like I'm always screaming, so hopefully this will be a little better. So, state of the game is good. It's very stable. Most updates I'm going to be pushing now on stuff like consoles are going to be to add assets for events. Yeah, response was great. Everything's great with Athenian Rhapsody. I love seeing it online. Love seeing new people play it. All the fan art's great. And thanks, guys. Keep it up. In terms of events, I have 2 events ready to go for this year. Yeah, so there's the first event that's going to go alongside a real Athenian Rhapsody menu at a burger chain in New York that has to do with the video games. It's pretty cool. It's a fun thing. It's taken really long. Like, these people are, my guy that I know, his name's Steven. He's really cool. He's been working on it with me. He's really awesome. We haven't tried... I don't know if that picked up. We've been trying to get it set up for a while. It's a little more difficult because there's a lot of people involved. It's a whole franchise, so it takes a little bit. Taking a little longer than I anticipated, but still should work out and stuff. But in the meantime, while I'm getting that set up, I do have a different... Okay, I gotta let my dog in. She's freaking out. Oh, I'm so jacked. Anyways, sorry. This is a disaster. Sorry, guys. How embarrassing. So, yeah. So, while I'm working on that one with these, with my friends here at the burger place, I don't want to name yet because I don't want to spoil anything, but it's still in progress. I do have another smaller one set up. This is just a funny little thing. It gives you some lore, it gives you some insight onto what the whole, oh, that's a horsefly, wow. Because you guys kind of figured out the whole lore of it being like a time loop and it being different, the way you get in and out, and how there are some things that are persistent, some things that aren't. It kind of just sheds some light on that. It's just you and Thundergoober hanging out a little bit. He gives console and mobile players access to the exclusive token armors, which is the wizard armor, the goober armor, and the cornball suit. You'll get access to the portable camera early, and something funny happens that affects the your time in the actual game. So not in the event. You know how in the OTK one, it was kind of just contained to that island. This one just has an effect that carries over to Athens, and it's just funny. It's a funny small thing just to for entertainment. I only put 1 Rhapsody badge in there, but you can get some cool Rhapsody picks in there, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys' response. It's just funny. It's cool. That's what I like about these events. They could just be little small things and give you guys some cool armor, some things to shake up the game a little bit, and, we can all laugh about it. So I have those 2 events planned for 2024. There might be another one near the winter. I'm not sure. Those 2 were just ready to go and shipped. We're probably going to test out the smaller one this week. I just want to make sure that I can receive it from the system and stuff like that. We'll push all the assets. Sorry, there's bugs. And then we'll make it live. We'll send it live sometime in August. So expect that soon. I'll obviously be telling you guys about it. The burger one, just stay tuned, and I'll tell you guys, what's going on with that when we get it done. And that's going to go alongside kind of a bigger event. That's pretty fun. I've had the testers play it. They liked it. You guys probably know what it is by now, just from me accidentally leaking shit in the Discord and stuff. It's awesome. It's a new bit of gameplay that not a lot of people have tried, and it's something I like a lot, and it's with some cool characters that I love. And it gives you guys a lot of armors and a lot of Rhapsody customization options. So this is kind of like a little, this is bigger than both the OTK and this upcoming free event. So that's pretty much what I have to talk about with events now. There probably will be more. I'll definitely be doing like 2 more at least before I start talking about another project in the Athenian Rhapsody series. I'll leave that for last. Let's talk about the merch. You guys have been eating up the Rhapsodies, which is so awesome. These are really fucking cool. These are really fun to make. I love printing your guys out and putting notes on the back and stuff like that. I just shipped a bunch out this week. I got a few more to do this week. So if you don't know, I'm now allowing you to show me or send me your Rhapsodies, and I will print them out custom. I will put some notes on the back. I'll put a holographic effect on it and ship it out to you. It's pretty cheap. It's like $10 for a mystery one and $12 for a custom Rhapsody, and shipping is like $150 or so. International is like $2. It's, you know, it's nothing crazy. So if you have a Rhapsody that you really like, maybe I've seen some crazy ones get sent to me, like a stacked one, and you want to have it as a piece of merch, like a memorabilia, I can now print them out on nice, thick, hard paper, put a little holographic effect on it, it's a nice shimmer on it, and I'll ship it over to you with a special note that says, thanks for playing. I'll have some comments about your playthrough. It's fun. It's been really cute and a good deal so far. So next up is Thunder Goober plush. Like I've mentioned before, I'm getting it from 2 different suppliers. So I got one, and this one I'm not going to mass order because I don't think it's as good. But the other one is still coming in. I just was talking to the supplier. They said that it hasn't even reached the port yet, which is kind of crazy. I don't know. I don't really know how to track this shit. I'm just going to wait for it to show up. When it does, I'll start posting content and stuff like that. But I don't think I'm going to make orders available until I actually have them. You know, it doesn't really matter. I could probably open up pre-orders and stuff like that as long as I have shipping costs and everything like that down. And, you know, I'll tell you guys, like, you know, I'm not going to have these for a few weeks. So this is a pre-order, and then I'll make the distinction. You guys will know what's going on. I'm pretty transparent, and I am, you know, pretty good at answering questions. But basically, we got the wraps, we got the plush. I do have a t-shirt press. I don't know if I'm going to be doing shirts. Shirts are kind of not as interesting to me and stuff like that, just because, well, that's not true. I don't really know what to do, and I haven't really explored that avenue yet. Mostly, the reason that I don't have shirts up is just because I've been so focused on other shit, like developing stuff, Athenian Rhapsody related things, that I just haven't looked into it. I've been just doing other stuff. I've kind of had my my head up my own ass on one project for a while that's not going to be revealed for a long time, alongside both, you know, events, maintenance on Rap, and content and stuff like that. And let's segue into the next portion. Actually, no, let's stick to merch again. I know you guys got a lot of suggestions of merch and stuff like that. Some of them are kind of niche, like, oh, Thunder Goober pillow. Like, you know, the thing is, like, we got to sell it to, like, the main audience. You know, like, how many Rap players really want, like a bed pillow of Thunder Goober? Actually, probably a good amount. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm trying to sell the most wanted things first, and then I'll move down the line of most niche things. So I've got the Rhapsodies. Then we've got, oh, dude, I'm so jacked. This is crazy. Thumbnail? Is that thumbnail? No. All right, whatever. There we go. That could be the thumbnail. Whatever. All right, I'm done doing that. Yes, we got the Rhapsodies. We got the plush coming soon. It just takes a while to get set up, especially just because this is all through me. Like, I made my website, I set up the shipping and everything like that. I'm packing everything, producing everything. So, you know, I didn't want to have some middleman scooping money out of my bag like this. Like, pretend that there's a big bag of money. And this is like literally anybody who wants to work with me. They're like, oh, let me just take a lot of that money out and just. No, I need that shit. It's a tough economy right now, you know? No, the one thing that I hate is people dipping into my bag. So anyways, now that that's out of the way. Content. All right, so I want to start changing up my content a little bit. I got kind of bored of doing like the high quality TikTok and shit like that. Even like my short form stuff where I'm like, you know, like, oh, Athenian Rhapsody. I'm getting kind of bored of it. I want to up the ante a little bit. So what I want to do is I want to get out there a little bit. I want to start doing like some challenges and shit. I think it would be fun to do like a, hey, if you do more push-ups than me or you can hold a plank longer than me, get a free copy of my game. I think that's a fun idea, right? I'll go into public and I'll do that and I'll film it with like a friend of mine or two. or something related to Athenian Rhapsody. Like a friend of mine just mentioned, I haven't even responded to his text yet, but he was like, hey, how about you do like an obstacle course where it's like, all right, like it's like a boss fight, you know what I mean? At the end, I'll just give out a Steam key. You know, I could do that. Or even like in Athenian Rhapsody, like, would you touch the poop for a free video game? I think that's fun, and that's actually probably one that I will do. But I feel like that's kind of like gross, right? Like that's kind of disgusting. Like who the wants to like do that? That's like creepy. Like I don't want to be in public like, oh, will you touch this like piece of shit for money? Like that's creepy a little bit. I don't know. It's probably fine. That's why I like the fitness challenges a little more, because it kind of goes to my brain, and I can kind of like, you know, as much as it's like silly, like play to the fact that like, you know, I work out and stuff like that just for like, I guess, clicks or whatever the fuck, who knows. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna be, because, you know, I have no social boundaries. I have to be doing this stuff because it'll just improve the game and its reach and stuff like that. It's just, I have to actually start doing it. So that's something that I'm really beating myself up about. I really want to get out and start doing these things, and I think I'm going to be doing that soon. Alongside that, I'm going to be doing more food challenges, because this is just something in my life, and that I've always been interested in. I've got one coming up in mid-August. It's the Chegg Challenge. The video after this most likely will be me practicing for that, which means that I will be using their ludicrous sauce that I bought myself on wings and just doing a test run. Maybe. I don't know yet. I kind of hate the idea of doing that because this shit's so hot. It hurts so bad. I don't know if the sun's moving or if I'm like leaning or what's happening. I'm getting a little sleepy though. Yeah, so that's kind of what's going to come in my content. I think I'm going to get my friends more involved. It's kind of tough because we all live all over the place now that we're like adults and stuff. But I need to get out in public and do more things. Like going to the city and stuff was so fun, and talking at 8-Bit and just like fucking around there at the Game Maker meetup. It was a little out of my comfort zone, but it was still a lot of fun, and I think the content was great. Even if on YouTube I only get like a few hundred views and stuff like that, like my shorts get me more views, that's something that's pretty discouraging and makes me not want to make content at all. But even being able to transform that into short form that does really well is fine. So I'm all right with it, you know? And at this point, it's like, I'm not really interested in the short form I'm making now, so I might as well just focus on that and then transfer into short form. All right, anyways, so you guys don't want to hear about this shit. I'm just talking. So future projects. First off, I'm so grateful and lucky that Athenian Rhapsody had the reception that it did. The press writing about it, like the articles that I got and the scores were so genuine and sweet and kind and loving towards the game and the IP. And basically all of the reception gave me a very clear sense of what works in Athenian Rhapsody, what doesn't work in Athenian Rhapsody, and how to improve it and what to leave behind, and basically like what is the core functionality that makes the game enjoyable and good and funny to people. And I think a lot of that was the humor and the absurdity. And I think that some parts that are lacking are in the RPG system and maybe even in the cohesiveness of, like, you know, being a traditional RPG. You know, it's kind of like a pseudo RPG where all the systems kind of are story driven. And I think I want to move away from that and make it more, have like a stronger RPG system underneath it, and still keep the befriending or defeating, but kind of mix up the whole idea of like, oh, you can only do one or the other. You know, I want to kind of mix them in and blend it together, and I feel like a lot of these ideas are going to make me able to make the game much more modular going forward. You know, I'm not talking about Athenian Rhapsody in its base. That game is set in stone. It's solid. I can't go in there and refactor all these systems that I made when I was just learning to code, you know. I'm talking about future iterations of the game. So I am working on something new. I'm just starting it. It's going to be really cool. It's going to have backwards compatibility with Athenian Rhapsody. I'm not going to be announcing it or doing any kind of information. You won't get one screenshot, nothing, for probably until next year. That's I'm already saying too much. I always do this shit, but basically a lot of things that I learned from Athenian Rhapsody I'm going to take into a new project as well, you know. So while I'm developing smaller content for Athenian Rhapsody, this has also been going on behind the scenes for probably at least a month now. It's the same things you love about Athenian Rhapsody and that make the game unique and fun, improved, and with the parts that were lacking, improved as well. I think it's coming out really nice. It looks really fucking good, and it still has the same heart and soul of Athenian Rhapsody. It's gonna be the same IP. Obviously, Thundergoober, he's the best mascot ever, so he's gonna be in it. I just kind of wanted to tell you guys what I'm working on. I'm gonna be restructuring my content a little bit. What else did I say? Events. We got some cool merch coming up, and stay tuned for future projects because You know, I made Athenian Rhapsody when I had basically no knowledge of programming or anything whatsoever. And now I have all this knowledge, and it's so much easier to make systems and stuff like that, like for things that you guys have been asking for, things that the press noticed, and things that I just wanted to do that I wasn't able to do in the first Athenian Rhapsody game. So I feel like the game and the IP has a very long, healthy, beautiful life ahead of it. Think of this as like my Pokemon RGB, you know, red, blue, green. I probably mixed up the letters, I probably rearranged them there. Eventually you'll get Pokemon Gold and Silver. It's the same shit. Same shit, different game, you know what I mean? Obviously we'll talk about this more. If you guys are pinging me with questions, I literally won't answer them. I'll send you like the little emoji where it's like, where's it? You know what I'm talking about? That's like my hyperfixation lately. I'm glad that everybody praised my work one time around, and the second time around, I want them to show that I'm a developer who can improve and learn and grow and at a pace that is exceptional and astounding. And I want to just keep delivering things that impact people and make them happy and deliver fun experiences. And I have all the confidence in the world that I'm going to do that. The only thing holding me back is that there's only so many hours in the day, and eventually I do crash, like after however many hours and some shit. So yeah, I guess my next video I'm gonna be start acting on my content shit. Ugh. All right, Rhapsody dogs. If you watched up to this point in the video, here's a Steam key right there. Some little asshole's probably gonna redeem that before you do. Sorry. So I'll catch you next time.